This is Caden Atkin with Tag SLC. I'm videoing the progress of the Harvard house. The inside is obviously very burnt. There's not been a lot of progress been made. We've been doing things right, going through the historic district, making sure that they feel comfortable with the work that we're going to be doing. That we have a solid plan, because we don't want to start and then have to backtrack through it. So we would prefer to do a little bit more up front and then, have a smooth sailing road ahead of us versus, always taking these pit stops, having to stop and redesign things. So this house is pretty awesome. I did a video earlier today about the dig out of the basement. So that's pretty good. We just walked through this house with a master craftsman as far as the wood. He believes that if we are able to get the doors off of the hinges pretty well, that he can actually just sand them down and bring them back to the original quality. So that would be super cool to keep the original quality as well as the original features versus making new doors and having to replace everything. He also mentioned that in this area he would love for us to save the door handles. I was actually thinking we could save the door handles and possibly do a powder coating on them. I thought would look really cool. So it's older. We're gonna have a lot of stain grade materials in here on the first level, and then maybe something just a little bit more spicy just to make those doors pop, because the doors will be stain grade. But can you imagine just maybe a silver or an earth tone, or maybe just even bringing it back to that original brass would be sweet. But regardless, I definitely want to do something with those handles and the hardware. Keep it as original as possible, because this is what the area can support this, and people like that. So this is where the original fire happened. Knob and tube wiring, I would recommend anybody who has it seriously consider budgeting some money to do some preventative measures, bring yourself up to code as far as your house, or if you're renovating, obviously you need to do it to code there. Even in your rentals, seriously, like it's, somebody was in here when the fire went off, and that's sad. That's pretty sad, but we want to do as much as we can to prevent that. Maybe even on some things we try to do above average. We tell our structural engineer that we don't want to do the bare minimum, so to put just a little bit extra so that the houses are going to last 50 plus years, and the only thing that you should really need to change in a Tag SLC home is maybe tile and paint, because it's your preference, not because it's needed. But that's our goal. Is we come into a house, we renovate it completely, change the layout so it's more functional, and it should be good. That house should be good to go regardless of the owner for another 50 to 100 years, because we want to build history and develop something that really means something, and people can have a lot of family time and things in a nice property for a really long time. So that's one of our goals here at Tag SLC, and I hope that you can reimagine the past and develop the future with us. Thanks, bye.